This is Brain Awareness Month, and I want to speak about one of the most important things for the brain. The lack thereof is very closely linked to depression, chronic pain, cardiovascular disease, and even early Alzheimer's. And I'm talking about sleep. Sleep is one of the most active and tightly regulated processes of the brain. It's not just about rest, but it's a coordinated neurobiological state that affects memory, hormones, immunity, and repair. So to start off, we've got two systems that regulate sleep, and the first one is our circadian rhythm, or our internal clock. Our circadian rhythm is synchronized mainly by light. It regulates our sleep-wake timing, our body temperature, hormones, and especially melatonin that plays a crucial role in sleep, and our cortisol. The second one is our sleep pressure, or our homeostatic drive. It starts building when we are awake, and it dissipates during sleep. It's driven by adenosine, and it's one of the reasons why caffeine keeps us awake, because caffeine blocks the adenosine receptors, and that is why you then stay awake. We have different sleep stages, and we can broadly divide them into non-REM sleep and REM sleep. So if we talk about the non-REM sleep, the first stage, or in one, is light sleep. Okay, and that is the transition from being wakeful to dozing off. It's also when our sensory awareness decreases. Then stage 2, or N2, when we go into N2, there's already changes on our EEG, which is how we measure brain waves. And our N2 is very important for memory consolidation. So if you are a student and you need to study for a test, to consolidate everything that you have learned, the N2 is extremely important. Okay. Then we go into stage 3, or N3, which is our deep sleep. If we then look at an EEG, we see that our brain has got a very slow wave pattern, and those patterns are mainly dominated by delta waves. Stage 3 is critical for physical repair, immune function, and also our growth hormone release. It's interesting that when teenagers are going through a growth phase, we will find that they really sleep a little bit more, or they sleep a lot. And it is about that growth hormone that is released. Then we go into REM sleep. Now, during REM sleep, our brain activity resembles wakefulness, but our muscles are totally paralyzed. And this is to prevent us from acting out our dreams. So during REM sleep, we have vivid dreaming. The function of this is to assist us with emotional processing, learning and memory integration, and creativity and problem solving. Well, so why is sleep so essential? Firstly, memory and learning. Non-REM stabilize facts, where REM sleep integrate emotional procedural learning. It's also the time that the brain is cleaning its own system. And instead of a lymphatic system, we've got a glymphatic system. And it is a time that the brain can clear out all waste products, especially those in what we call the synapse cleft. So when we go into sleep, gradually the brain lowers its own temperature. So when things have a lower temperature, it shrinks, and that helps the brain to clear out all of those clefts. Thirdly, physical restoration, the release of growth hormones, tissue repair, and the activation of our immune system all happen during sleep. Then, fourthly, emotional regulation. REM sleep helps to recalibrate our emotional response. Lack of REM sleep means that our amygdala, which is our emotional system in the brain, becomes reactive, which increases our stress and our anxiety. So if we have disrupted sleep, so it means that we don't have enough sleep to go through all the different phases. We will have in the short term, we will have poor concentration, mood instability. And this is very important, reduced pain threshold. It just means that our ability to tolerate pain decreases. So in the long term, with disrupted sleep, we have the risk of neurodegeneration, cardiovascular disease, and metabolic dysfunction. So what do we learn from this? The quality of sleep is important, but also the time. So poor sleep quality will increase our pain sensitivity, reduce sleep, impair our tissue healing. Sleep deprivation will alter our motor control and our proprioception. Chronic pain patients often have disrupted deep sleep or disrupted REM sleep. So in the next video, we can talk about how can we increase our sleep hygiene.